PCRFM. So on a Monday, we team up with Peterborough Positive and talk to a different business or organisation in the city centre. Today, Sarah Wilson, Heritage Manager at the Peterborough Museum, to talk about what's on offer inside that amazing building. So I'm with Sarah Wilson, Heritage Manager, Peterborough Art Gallery and Museum. It is an art gallery and a museum here, isn't it, Sarah?
It is indeed, yeah. We're lucky to have both, really. There's not many places in the country that do.
How long have you been here?
A very long time. I've been here for about 18 years in lots of different capacities.
That's a long time to be in one organisation.
It is, but I stay, like so many others, because it matters, because the collections are phenomenal, the building we have is phenomenal, and we can offer so much as a free space and as a space of learning to really enhance people's lives. And we believe we do, from the cradle to the grave.
It's been a long time, it's been too long actually, since I last came to this building. I'd forgotten how big it was, how much space there is here that you utilise brilliantly actually. Can you give our listeners a little flavour of what the different areas are within Peterborough Museum and Art Gallery?
Yeah, we have a lot of really interesting areas because we were previously an infirmary and a Georgian mansion house. As you look around the space, you'll see lots of kind of quirks. We have an old Victorian operating theatre. We believe it's the only type of its kind from that period that still exists in this building. We have effectively the story of Peterborough from, well, that covers 150 million years. We have got
how many?
150 million years.
I need to just, make
in
sure
one
that...
building. Yeah, absolutely. It's no easy feat, but it's testament to the quality of the collections that we have on display. We have wonderful artefacts from the Norman Cross prisoner of war camp. We have incredible pieces that were uncovered in the brick pits, such as the Jurassic marine reptiles, the quality of which you would see in London at the Natural History Museum. So we are really blessed, but we also still tell that localised story, the story of everyday life. So we can talk about national importance, but we can also then talk about local importance and bring those two things together.
Do you think as a city we champion our talent enough? And if not, what more needs to be done so that we can do that more? I mean, I say that I've seen local artists with their work displayed here, and maybe we're a city that has got quite a lot of untapped talent that just needs a bigger platform, a louder voice.
Absolutely. I think one of the big challenges, and that's something that the Peterborough Cultural Alliance has identified beautifully, is that pathways into working in culture, and how can we support young people going into those careers, encourage people that may not have thought it was something for them, because it absolutely is. How do we create that pathway so that we start to create our own identity as a city through those young people, through their skills, through their development that they acquire? Yeah,
that's such a big conversation, that, isn't it? And I know we've literally scratched the surface of it. But just back to this building, back to the museum, is it free for anyone to walk in off the street and look around at all of this art and all of this history? It is.
It's absolutely free. And that's something that we really pride ourselves on. Anybody can come through the door and anybody can experience us in different ways. You may not think of yourself as a museum visitor, but you can come in and use the cafe. You might, come in and use the shop. But we would encourage you just to come in and explore it for yourself, because your experience will be very personal to you. But yes, we are free, and it's something we feel quite passionate about.
The cafe's called Squires. You do great coffee and cakes and all sorts, right?
Absolutely. It's called Squires because Squire Cook lived in this building when it was a mansion house, so we do a little nod to Squire Cook.
That's nice. And a word finally for your colleagues. A lot of volunteers, I think, help keep this place going. You've got a good, strong team behind you.
We do. We have 9 full-time equivalent members of staff. We've got 86 volunteers that help us. All different walks of life, doing all sorts of different activities, from helping us to run events, from supporting the collections team with identification and processing. It never fails to amaze me, the passion that they bring to the museum and the interest, and it motivates us as a team to keep going because we see it through their eyes.
It's great to see you. I've really enjoyed my time in the space again. I know we're here for the launch of the Peterborough Cultural Alliance, but just being in and around the museum again for the first time in a while, actually, I've really enjoyed it. And I think every single guest here today, well, they're spending time looking around, and that's what it's about, getting people in the door, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, you don't have to be a museum visitor. You don't have to be somebody that always goes to art galleries. Just come and enjoy the space in whatever way you wish.
Good to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.